Cigar your own, I see.
Yeah, I'm smoking the Joe Burrow.
You smoking on the Joe
I'm
Burrow?
smoking on the Joe Burrow.
How's it feel to be headed back to Super Bowl?
It feels great, you know. My baby boy did what he always do. You know, he gonna show up and show out, and I'm just glad he did it.
Welcome back, you no good bastards, to the Pod Deep podcast. Be very quiet. Kick back. Listen up. Subscribe, comment, and like. Pod Deep Podcast. Pod Deep.
So episode 32, Pod Deep Podcast. We are back. Everybody's here. I'm Jay, Hughes, said, Ant, and the R, Hot Rod or Rod, is here. How's everybody doing?
Great. Doing good.
What's going on?
All right. Let's get right into it. So we're back to somewhat of a standard format. So let's go ahead and kick it off with the deep thought question of the week.
All right, boys. Deep thought question. Ripped from the headlines. You have a 15-year-old son. Him and his knucklehead friend decide to go carjack a woman with a fake gun. So they do the carjacking. In the midst of the carjacking, they scare a woman so bad that she dies. Okay.
Cigar your own.
Okay. Now, police are looking for the suspects of his carjacking. They won't ever find them. However, you know that it was your son and his friend. You also know that if convicted, they'll get 2 years apiece for involuntary manslaughter. Fake gun, lady died. It wasn't intentional. All right, so you're the only one that know this information. Do you inform the police and they get 2 years? Or the second half of this is you don't inform the police, but there's a chance, there's a 50% chance that one of those, not even 50, there's a 100% chance that one of the guys, your son or his friend, will do 20 years in jail down the line. So just let me clean it up. So if you inform the police now, they both get 2 years. If you don't inform the police, one of them is guaranteed to do a 20-year jail sentence. One of them. You don't know if it's your son or the other kid. All right. That makes sense. Let's get some discussion around it. Jay, you always good with these. What you thinking?
God damn it. 5 weeks in a row. I'm not telling.
Not telling.
Not telling. I don't care. I'm not telling.
Not telling.
Not on my son. Nope.
Not on your son. Not telling.
Who's telling?
Ant, you telling?
Yes.
Why?
I'm telling for 2 reasons. I was told, one, I don't want to live life on a lie like that. And I don't want my son living life on a lie. It would eat at me, so I'm going to have to tell. 2, I can't afford to take a chance that he get the 20 years. So I got to tell for the 2 because we cannot afford the 20 at all. So I was going to tell regardless. And with the 20 years on, I for sure tell.
Fake gun, man. Fake gun. They didn't mean it.
He's
They're just being kids.
Right, but he still got to pay the consequences. So he did it. That's the consequence.
Rod, what you thinking?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm thinking of I'm thinking too much into it. I'm putting other layers into it. Like, okay, was that what if my son is just on a bad path? He just on some fuck up shit, fuck boy shit, and I'm like, you know what? I'm finna motherfucking tell on your ass, and maybe this will straighten you out. I mean, I can see myself maybe doing that, but you know what? I'm gonna say, whew, oh, Squeak, go to Squeak and come back to me. Now I have an answer.
Thinking, man?
I'm just one of them kind of kids that if I got away with doing something, it's a 98 or 99% chance I'm gonna do it again if I got away with it. So as a father, I don't have to tell on my son. I'm gonna make his ass go down there, and you're gonna get yourself up because I'm raising a young man to be a king. You did the crime, you're gonna do the time. That 2 year you do. We're going to be in touch, but you're going to have to protect yourself because I don't want you to, I want justice served. You know what I'm saying? I want the family of the victim to get their justice. If they give them 2 years with a fake gun, they didn't mean to do it, but man, you got to pay for your crime. You got to pay for your crime.
Any thought on him being 15 and a half years old though? Does that affect, because at 15 and a half, look at where he's at in school. He's gonna miss 2 years of school and all that. Does that play a part in any of your thoughts?
Not at all. You add another 5 years to that. He's 20. So if he's the one that unfortunately gets a 20-year bid, he's not coming home till he's 40. So you're looking at a kid that's undeveloped, that got away with a crime, and the majority of his life he's going to spend locked up in a jail cell or around other criminals. Now the crime he did is not worth being in jail for no 20 years. So if you got 2 years, do your 2 years. Man the hell up. If you come out of the school, bust your ass in summer school or get your GED, whatever's on your mind, I'm gonna support you. But this is the shit you put yourself in. So I just have to be a stand-up guy with it.
Okay.
I think you can come back from the 2 years more so than
that's a fact.
Flipping the coin for that 20.
That's a fact. And as a father, you know damn well I ain't teach you to play with no fake gun. So
so it's crazy. When I thought about this, it's like 15 and a half, you're in the high school, rest starting high school, you lose 2 years, and now you're 17 when you come out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Do you get the go the GED route? And I'm guessing that. So how I thought about it is I thought about it two ways. I was thinking, can I just take them under my wing? Don't tell, take them under my wing and try to guarantee it that I can get them through this and get them on to leaving a great life. But I think one of y'all said it before. I think Rodney mentioned it. You might just have a fuck up on your hand. You might just have a kid that just got to learn the tough route. So I think, and I was on the fence on this, man, but I think I will go ahead, make him do those 2 years, and hopefully that'll instill in him something he'll carry the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming back to you.
I'm gonna tell. A person losing their life. I don't think I would be. I don't think I would be comfortable with that, knowing that my son played a part in it, whether involuntary or voluntary. So I would tell, and 15 and a half, he ain't going to prison, right? He going to like juvie or something, right? Or boys camp.
No, we making it prison. So
making it prison. Okay.
Definitely making it prison.
All right, yeah. I'll go ahead and serve him up.
Any of y'all thought about, can y'all influence y'all son to go a different route? Did that cross any one of y'all mind that y'all can influence him, not let him go, but influence him a little bit so he can be on the right track?
Not when he playing with a gun out in the street, a fake gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Any kid playing with a fake gun with his friend, and you do a crime like that to kill somebody, it's like Rodney said, you got to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be around your house playing with a fake gun, but when you take it outside, you know what I'm saying? What if that person would have pulled a real gun on you? That's the thing that you're looking at. Now, putting your kid in prison and he playing those kind of roles, you know, hell, it's a good chance he don't come home. It's a real good chance. But that's the dice you got to roll, though.
The only thing that I would do different, and my thought would be, if I could get to the other dude that was with him, pay him to take the 20 years and get off. If he can take that 20 and we can get off and I pay him, I would do that.
What you gonna pay him?
I don't know, whatever he needs.
20 years.
What you teaching your son, Aunt? What you teaching him? That
Well,
he can do anything he want. My daddy got me.
Yeah.
That's what you teach him.
Look, I'm just saying, if I was going to switch the other way and be like, we're not going to tell, my thought process is, how are we going to get the other guy to go and take the 20 that's guaranteed?
You ain't got enough money.
I mean, whatever it is, money.
You don't.
You ain't got enough money.
You don't know that. I mean,
You ain't got enough money.
it could be taking care of his little sister. He probably ain't got no mama and daddy, and he be like, if you can take care of my little sister, take care of her, make sure she do right, I'll go do the 20.
But Aunt, that's a tricky situation.
First of all, that's not his responsibility taking care of his little sister.
He's not
the father.
This is my story. I'm bringing it.
You can't motherfucking. You ain't gonna. You can't. Ain't enough. You ain't got enough money to pay a motherfucker to give up. Basically, get their life up.
Yeah, and you got to look at it like this, and he could bleed you dry for the rest of his life if you don't keep coming with them payments. And then you got to think that if 15 years have already passed, and he snitch on your son, and your son got to do 20 years, and you done already paid the dude, that's a hard pill to swallow.
Well, I'm taking the question literal for one person doing it, and that's it.
So y'all wouldn't take the chance. Nobody would take the chance that y'all can instill in y'all son to go on the right path, because it's a one of them. Not saying your son, but him or his knucklehead friend will do the 20 years. I'm surprised nobody was like, I'll instill it in him that and make it to where he wouldn't do it and be the other kid.
Jared was on that.
But the Jared said he wouldn't snitch.
I didn't snitch. And you guys who told probably just got your sons raped and 15 in jail.
He got himself raped.
Yeah, he got himself raped. I ain't putting no gun in his head. Shit. Yeah.
Like we've all done stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a line. There was a line we knew not to cross. Mm-hmm. And it was because of the way we was raised.
Right.
And we was raised better than that. So if he goes that route, then clearly he done veered off the path that I done try to guide him on. So yeah, go sit down for 2 years and maybe you'll figure it out.
Yeah, and clearly he's not scared of adults, whether that was a woman that he tried to rob or an older man. You know what I'm saying? At 15 years old, that shit's not gonna stop. He's only gonna get bigger and stronger and think he's smarter. And it's just a matter of time before he grabbed the real gun. So I wouldn't want that for my son.
Hey, I said that one was ripped from the headlines because I don't know if y'all heard there was that happened in St. Louis.
What? He didn't die though.
On the south side. It was a kid and his friend who robbed a priest of his caravan. They robbed him, a real gun though. They robbed him, carjacked him, and then they crashed maybe 6 or 7 blocks away from where they initially jacked him.
Oh wow!
They knew the suspects. The dude mama turned him in. His mama turned him in, and and that's where I got the story from. So
That's honorable.
Now, see, that's kind of different though, because the preacher, the pastor didn't die.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Pastor didn't die.
That would have played a difference because, like Rodney said, the more of you was a part of killing somebody, I don't know if I can sleep at night with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. That was definitely big. if I don't think nobody was killed in this story, and I knew my son would get away, I might have a different answer.
I ain't gonna change mine. You robbed the preacher. It's the same. It's the same scenario whether the preacher man live or die. You know what I'm saying? I got to get to you and make you see that there's consequences for your action. You know,
gotcha.
And that's not how I'm raising you to send you to school for you to go out here with your friends and let them influence you. You know.
Gotcha.
But you're gonna put them in a hole like that, and you be like, everybody messed up.
Not
Maybe
me.
this will be their pass.
Not me. And he put himself in that hole. He put himself in that hole. Not me.
But that's a hole you can dig out of, though.
Yeah, in 2 years, I'll help you.
It's hard. It's hard to dig out of a 20-year hole.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, 20 yeah. But 15, like, if the 20-year thing wasn't in there and no one got killed, I think I would be trying to get away with it and not I would do something like, you gonna go and volunteer time at that church. We're not gonna tell on you, but you about to go do more community service where you did the crime at.
Okay. All right. Let's segue into this is a perfect segue. I think the more that I think about it, we have basically a dad survey. We're calling it the Dad Super Bowl or the Dad Combine. You know, the combine is what prospective NFL players go through. It's like the tryout for the NFL. So it's where you basically test your athlete, but we're going to test our dad skills. So we surveyed our kids or children to see what they thought. We have, I believe it's 9 questions. Let me add it to the screen. So we have, 9 questions, and we're just going to make a little game show type of game out of it and just go over the responses of our kids. So we're going to go one person at a time, straight across all 9 questions. I'm going to read the question and the response, and then we can just guess to see who we think the kid is that answered the question this way. And then, at the end, I'll reveal whose kid said what. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
If you got multiple, so it's okay.
Multiple kids, they have multiple roles or responses.
Gotcha.
So you have multiple chances to guess. Okay, now bear with me. I can't see the screen right now, so just bear with me. So question number 1, how often does your dad swear or curse in front of you? Do you get along well with your father? Number 3, did your dad support your extracurricular events or activities? 4, does your dad ever buy anything for you? 5, has your dad ever been to prison? Some of us just send our children to prison, so that's a good question. Would your dad snitch on you? Which we saw, certainly you guys would snitch on your kids. Has your dad ever lied to you? Is your father critical of your appearance? And this is an old question now, but just keep in mind this was relevant when we did this survey. Did you like Wakanda Forever, which was Black Panther Part 2? So let's go over the first row of responses, just straight across. How often does your dad swear? Only when it fits the situation. Do you get along with your father? We do great together. Now, this is what the kid said. This is their response to the question. Did your dad support your events, your after-school events? Basically, yes. Does your dad ever buy you anything? Yes. Has your dad ever been to prison? I don't know. Would your dad ever snitch on you? No, never. Has your dad ever lied to you? Maybe for a joke is the response. Is your dad critical of your appearance? Maybe, but I do not care. My drip is on fleek.
I know who it is. It's my daughter.
All
Is
right.
that correct? Is that correct? Is that Taylor?
Anybody else want to guess before we reveal?
Hold on. Maybe, but I do not care.
Maybe, but I do not care. My drip is on fleek.
I mean, I would have to go with that because everybody else kids is young, and I don't think they'd be using drip and fleek and all that.
What
Paige.
about Asia?
Well, I forgot about Paige.
Paige.
Page. And
No.
you have a guess?
No, because I know she know I ain't never been to jail. I know she know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I just thought about that. I don't
She
know.
wasn't-
Half of me think that's Tyler because he said that maybe. Like he don't know. That's a
You think?
like my son. My son would probably say that.
You know, and I'm always quick to say I'm not a street dude, so I ain't never been to prison. I'm quick to tell Taylor that, you know. So I had to take that back. I had to walk that back. Yeah, maybe that's Tyler.
Okay, here we go, fellas. The answer is to the first result is Paige.
So you just getting home opportunity of business?
You have to make that call to a letter tonight.
She gonna say she don't know if I ever been to jail.
That's funny.
All right. Let's keep it rolling, fellas.
Like her though, you know what I'm saying? I do not care. My drip is, that sounds like some shit she would say too.
Yeah, I don't care, Dad. It's whatever. Okay, here we go. Response number 2. How often does your dad swear? Only when it fits. We do great together. How do you get along with your dad? Does your dad support your events? Somewhat, but I wish more effort was given. Does your dad ever buy you anything? Yes. Has your dad ever been to prison? I don't know. Is your dad a snitch? No, never. You ever lied to to this child? No. Apostrophe, no. No apostrophe, so hell no. About being lied to. Is your dad critical of your appearance? Just sometimes. Okay, this is a pretty even response. So who do you guys think this one is?
You know, that fits my son. He's just even kill. You know what I'm saying? He don't get he don't fuck with it. He don't get too either which way. And that just kind of sounds like him. You know, is your father critical of your appearance? Yeah, sometimes. I don't know why they don't fucking know I ain't been to jail. I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
You got some phone calls to make.
Has your dad ever lied to you? No. I think that's CJ, man. I think that's CJ. That's pretty even kill. I think that's CJ.
I can see that being CJ.
I can see that too.
George, you on mute?
You on mute?
Right, you going CJ also?
I'm looking at that number 3 somewhat, but I wish more effort was given. Which one of you niggas wasn't there all the time?
I could see my daughter saying something like that. I could see Taylor saying something like that.
You know, I could see CJ saying that too because you know his mom had primary custody.
Mm-hmm.
So I missed a lot of shit. You know, I work in the car business, so I miss a lot of shit. That's tough. It's tough. I think it might be CJ. I think.
All right, here we go. Drum roll, CJ.
Oh wow!
Yep. I knew it.
I
don't know why the fuck my kids don't know I ain't been to jail. I don't know what I'm doing.
You got to send a text. No, I have not been to jail, but I will send you to jail.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. How often does your dad swear? Number 3, we're right here. Number 3, not enough to bother me. So dad is cursing. Do you get along with your father well? Yes, but we aren't that close. Did your dad support your events? Yes. Does your dad ever buy you anything? Well, he buys me some things. So kind of, sort of. Has your dad ever been to prison? No. Your dad a snitch? No. Has your dad ever lied to you? Yes, sometimes. Is your father critical of your appearance? No, never. Who is this child? We have Taylor.
Yeah, that could be Taylor.
We have Ty left. We have my son Jared, and we have Aunt's son.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, that's not Taylor. That may be Lil Jared.
you don't think Jared close with his son?
Where's that at?
That's number
Number
two.
two.
Yes, but we aren't that close.
No, I didn't. Okay, I missed that one.
Well, he buys me something.
Shit, the next one is the same. Yes, but we aren't that close.
What was that last? Let me see that last one.
No.
Is your father critical of your appearance? No, never.
Okay, so we got
Not enough to bother me.
Taylor.
Yes.
Tyler.
So you got Taylor, Tyler, and Jared.
And Ty, Thailand. That's one of mine.
Okay.
Shit, we got 4. Okay.
No, it ain't. Damn, that's tough.
Say the first name that comes to mind.
Yes, sometimes.
I'm gonna say that's Taylor.
Taylor. Okay. You've been guessing Taylor off for every round.
Let's say Lil Jared.
Lil Jared. Okay.
I'm gonna say Lil Jared too, but that yes, we are close. I know y'all close.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Yeah.
We weren't that close. We're close, but not that close. Is the response.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna say Lil Jared on that one.
Okay. Rod, you got a guess?
Yeah, I go Jared Jr.
Okay. Here we go. And the answer is
Taylor.
Jared Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me speak to the answers. That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Trying to, big up if we're doing what we're doing well in, and talking about and trying to fix what we, or deficient in or whatever. So I guess the only one that's bad is yes, but we aren't that close. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's bad.
That's not bad, Joe. That's just how he feels. He
He
just
probably we could be close.
More and won't not all your time. That's all.
It's the same thing said. Explain. So when you have kids and then you don't stay with their mom, there's some separation there that is natural because you're not in the household anymore. Yeah. So I think that's what he's speaking to.
Yeah, that's just love. That's all.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Yeah, we try to fix it as we go.
Right.
To go back,
Jared. No need to feel guilty. Shit, go on to the next one. Shit, you ain't gotta get no answer.
No, yeah, exactly. I definitely ain't gonna feel guilty, but I do want to jump. I want to jump back to mine.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker somewhat, but I wish more effort was given. Man, get the fuck out of here. Hey, he listened to these too, nigga. You done had everything in your life. He listen. He will listen to this. But what I wish more effort was given. That's tough, man. Because
for activities, yeah, you support them with everything, right?
Everything, man. But I guess it's crazy because it's their view of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah,
it's their view of it. While I'm here busting my ass and working my ass off 13-hour days, he feel that he wish more effort was given.
Yeah,
and that's but it's twofold because here I'm finna pod deep. It's twofold because you spend all this time away trying to make sure that they're good. You know what I'm saying? Me especially. I worked some crazy ass hours, and I did miss like some band meets. I did miss some stuff, but I paid for them to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that happen? So
sometimes they don't be realizing the work we putting in to get you in those positions. Like
that's 100%. That's 100% in it. That's what he don't realize. But that one is kind of funny. But I got to think of it like Ryan said. It's their opinion of it. It's their view of it. So that's cool.
I think as they get older, that'll change though. When they start doing their work with their kids, that's when they start realizing, like, man, my dad was doing everything possible to give me stuff, and I understand it. So I think it'll hit them a little bit later as they get older and have their family and see what it takes.
And see, this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this, because it puts you in an uncomfortable position if everything don't play out, like you don't get, A's across the board.
Like you think, right?
You know what I'm saying? When an answer pops up like, what? Like, now you feeling, now you on the spot, like, man, why you think that? Or, I did, like you're explaining the long hour that you worked and so and such and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it, because it's like I don't want to, get too personal like that.
Mm-hmm. But it's good to know, though. It's good to see. For me, it's good to see what they thought. So that was cool.
Yeah. If you're listening, all of our kids, we care.
That's a doubt.
Hold on.
Well, they probably done tuned out once they heard that we gonna send them to jail. So.
Right. I turned it off on him.
Come in here.
So we got 3 kids left. No, 2 kids left. We got 3 kids left.
3 kids left.
I think I see Tyler's answer.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can do this from memory. Let me just read the answers. If you have I can't keep scrolling back. Oh, there we go. Okay, how often does your dad curse in front of you? Fairly often. We're on number 4. Fairly often. All the time. Too much. You need to chill, Dad. You get along with your father? Yes, but we aren't that close. Did your dad support your activities? Yes. Your dad buy you anything? Yes. You ever been to prison? No. Your dad a snitch? For sure. Would your dad snitch for sure? Has your dad ever lied to you? No. Is your dad critical of your appearance? Yes, all the time. Who is this?
That's a girl.
That got to be Taylor, right?
Yes, all the time.
But no, but you don't curse that much.
You don't curse that much, Squeak.
I'm Hughes Carter Jr.'s son. That's all I can say. I don't curse, but the DNA that's inside of me, I may say a couple of words.
Would you snitch for sure? I'm gonna say Taylor.
All right, here we go.
I think that's how too.
Taylor again, all 4. Okay. Drum roll. Ty, this is me.
Yeah, I don't think my daughter did this then. I don't think she submitted her.
Been skipping this Wakanda Forever. CJ saw it. He liked Wakanda Forever. Jared saw it. He liked it. Ty has not seen it. She still hasn't seen it. She could care less.
Hey, you cursing for the Ty like that?
I curse. Yeah, all the time. Yeah. So same thing. It's that separation thing. So this is stuff we're working on with Thailand. But it is what it is. Work in progress.
Yeah.
Y'all are working in progress.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if it's something I can specifically touch on. I wouldn't snitch on Tyler. I wouldn't snitch on any of them.
She said, yeah, for sure.
Right.
She said the exact opposite of what you said.
She did this survey about the time she was like in trouble.
Yeah.
For something. You know what I'm saying? So she landed on thick.
Oh, she got you.
Yeah, trying to embarrass me on my fucking podcast. But I can't deny it. We are having some issues with Thailand, but like I said, we're working through it. She's a good kid, hardworking kid.
Yeah.
Determined. She works real hard. She do some hard working shit I probably would quit if I had to do. So, and she brought brought her grades up from C level to honor roll. She graduated high school early.
Nice.
When it was looking like she was going to have issues, even making it through high school, she graduated early. She can go to college early. They just went to enroll her in community college today.
That's
so
good.
yeah, she did a whole turnaround. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm proud of you, Tyler. If you listen to this,
Keep it up.
What's
Okay.
up?
So
Here
who
we
we
go.
got left?
This next one is Tyler.
I'm thinking
Tyler.
so too.
Okay. Dad ever cursed in front of you? Hell no, never. We do great together. Does your father get along? We do great together. Does your father support your events, your after school events, sports, after band or whatever? Yes, but he embarrassed me. He embarrassed me way too often.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
You buy anything? He buys me some things. He buys me some things. So you kind of cheap, Dad. You ever been to prison? No, barely. Unless I'm behaving. Will your dad snitch on you? So you might snitch on him. Has your dad ever lied to you as a joke? And is your father critical of your appearance? Yes, sometimes. Who is this?
that's tight. There's no doubt.
Let's do it this way, fellas. It's 2 spots left. Let's go ahead and go over the last one.
Okay.
And then I think you might be surprised who this one is versus who this one is. Only when it fits the situation is when your dad curses. Do we get along together? Get along well together? Yes, we do. We do great together. Does your dad support your activities? Yes. Does your dad buy you anything? Yes. Has your dad ever been to prison? No. Would your dad ever snitch on you? No comment.
So no comment means yes.
Basically. Yep.
Mhm.
Has your dad ever lied to you? Yes, sometimes. Maybe, but I do not care. My drip is on fleek. They do not care what you think about their
I
appearance.
think that's Taylor,
That's Taylor, the last.
the last one. And I think Tyler is the one above it.
All right.
Embarrassed me way too
Everybody cool with that? Brian,
Yeah.
you got a guess? You rolling with that?
I already said the other one was Tyler. So
Okay, so first one is Tyler. All right, here we go. You're gonna be surprised. This one is okay. It's Tyler, and this is Taylor. So this one is Tyler.
Yeah.
And the last one is Taylor. Let's go first. And do you want to,
So
speak
I
to?
can address that embarrassed me too much. When he playing the game, I am who I am. We in people's face. I am who I am. If he doing good, the whole stadium gonna know. And that kind of embarrasses him. When he doing bad, I'm on his tail. And I don't care who out there. So
I know that's right. Don't change either shit.
So he take that as being embarrassing. Like, what is you doing? Stop talking to me while playing. I'm looking at it like, man, you need to check in. If you ain't doing what you need to do, I'm getting you to check in. And if you are doing what you're supposed to do, I'm letting everybody know about it. So I'm sparking at all times.
Do you curse it? Do you curse?
Not in front of no.
Like I'm trying to think. I'm your best friend. I don't think you curse. Like
I may say a word here or there if I get mad, but I try to do it like little to none.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't think I've heard you curse in a long time. Oh.
Yeah. I used to be bad at it, but then I just stopped doing it.
That's what's up.
All right. Last one, Hughes. Hughes, you want to speak to any points?
Nah, I'm okay with Taylor. We talk if not every week, every 2 weeks or something like that. And if we do miss a couple of times, we talk. We didn't have heartfelt conversations before, so as a parent, is always important to try to have your kid open up to you and just hear them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning not to mute her. Not to over talk where she's saying, just let her get up on now, and try to do a good job of letting her see the full story of who I am and why I'm like this, because there's a version of me that she do not know. She didn't get to see that me and her mother we were good friends before, shit went left and right. You know what I'm saying? So I have to, as her father, I have to continue to do a good job to remind her that, you know, all things don't always start out bad, you know. Just let her know I love her. So
Question, Hughes.
go ahead.
I'm having trouble connecting and talking to my son. He don't really talk to us. He keep everything internal, and we don't get a chance to talk. Is that a boy-girl thing, an age thing, or just be patient? He'll come around. I get kind of frustrated because he don't talk to me like that.
So the first time I was able, it's crazy. First time I was able to open Taylor up was her middle school years. It was the first time that I had a job where I was off on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I was picking her up to school and taking her to school. And the first thing I noticed is that something was off about her. She was quiet compared to girls that were like street girls. You know what I'm saying? They fashion shit was up. So I'm like, man, how do I get her to open up and tell me like what's going on? And so one of the things I would suggest is you know, give him his time when he comes home, but just sit there with him. You know, ask him how his day was going and make him ask you, how was your day? It's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know if I don't wake up tomorrow. But don't just think that you get 5 years to just, you know, get it together. You know what I'm saying? You have to cherish this moment that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We have to make this work. I'm not going to be, but you also you can't be this kind of father and either. If he tell you something, you can't snitch on him.
I don't snitch on him on everything. I try to talk to him.
Everything.
Yeah, you can't. So, because that's the problem that I have with my father. If I told him something, he was snitching on me. So it's like, nah, I ain't about to tell you nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But I got myself one time in the situation where I had Taylor's mother pregnant, and I didn't tell them for about 7 months till I had to tell them. You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't. My mother was heartbroken by that. To just know that her son is about to graduate from high school, she's proud of him. And I got guess what? About to be a grandmother.
Okay.
Just like that. So yeah, just be patient and make it a two-way street. If y'all having private conversations, it's man talk. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, quietly as a camp, I'm thinking about taking them to counseling so we can start opening up with each other. I mean, I know some people may think that's extreme, but I'm like, you don't talk to us really.
And sometimes in the house is not the best conversation. Sometimes you can go to the park, sit down. You know what I'm saying? And have a conversation. Sit on the bench or something like that. If he's into water, take him to a lake or something like that. You know, tell him your story, and then wait for him to come back with something. You know, try all different kind of methods, man. It ain't just one way.
I think that's a good idea, and I mean, I have a quiet son too. We're total opposites. Like we're the total opposites. So he's super quiet. He's super. He's meticulous. He does well with engineering kind of stuff, and I'm just the total opposite. So we broke through a lot of barriers and stuff as far as me getting to really know each other. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know, he was, you know, he lived with his mom the majority of the time, and I got him, you know, a few days during the week. So we had to just kind of get through all of that. But I think that's a good idea, man. The sooner you talk, the sooner it gets easier. You know, we have a great relationship now, super good, super great relationship now. But it wasn't because we just didn't have the time together. So I was in a totally different ballpark. But I think it's impressive of you to just go ahead and get the talking done. I would do that. I would do that 100%. Get them talking.
Yeah, try.
That's a good idea about that. The therapy. That's something I wish I would have did, you know, earlier.
Yeah.
So 100%. If you want to go that route, I support that. You know.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
Right. We've been thinking about like family therapy to try to get him to start talking to us. Like I done tried the I didn't do this. This is what I was doing. That don't work. He keeps everything tight, like, cause he know a wrong step, and it's World War III around here, and he gonna be on the losing end of it.
That's why he doing it, Ant.
Yeah,
I know.
but in one respect, though, you gotta let him be a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him be a kid.
I let him be a kid, and I just hear. I know he opened up, but he be opening up to his friends and stuff. But then when it come to us, it's all tight lipped.
Okay.
Not us, like you. You know.
Me and his mama.
Yeah. I mean, so if he tell you something, are you going? If he tell you something that you disagree with, are you gonna discipline him right now? In the moment? So you just gotta let him know it's safe to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? With me, you know, you have to let him know that it's safe to talk. You know, and you have to let him know that if anything's happening, anything's going on, as your father, I want to be there to help you. If you keep everything away from me, I won't be able to help you. So when you finally tell me 3 years from now, there's nothing I can do but just listen. You know what I'm saying? So just keep working at that.
Gotcha. Working.
All right. Good discussion. This is kind of what I wanted to get to. Get to some healing. If everything is okay, then keep pushing. You had to do something, like said, to build up to make it be okay. So if that's who you are, then we can take some of what you did and incorporated it into our own lives. And if some of us need work, let's put that work in and try to build up the relationship. So nobody's here is the devil. Nobody's beating their kids. We're all good fathers. We all love our kids. So all right.
Good
This
job.
was
cool. That was cool.
This was the dad Super Bowl. Maybe we'll do it next year around Super Bowl time and see what the results are.
You should do a significant other wife Super Bowl. I would be interested to see some similar kind of formats.
It's gonna be personal on that one, boy.
What our wives and significant others think. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So survey the women. Is
Yeah,
what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
Let me think about that one. Let me see if I can put that one together.
All right.
Okay.
I think that would. Well, Valentine's Day is now, so it's too late. So I guess we could do it around Valentine's Day.
We could do it. Let me think about that. Okay. All right. Let's go to Swerp of the Week. We're kind of running over. Let's go Swerp of the Week, and then we're gonna switch over to the sports podcast.
Okay.
So who wants to kick it off? Who has a Swerp of the Week?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Swerp of the Week. My Swerp of the Week is the Los Angeles Lakers. The whole team. You got my man LeBron about to break the record. Man, you got to get a win. You got to get a win, right? You got to win this game, man. You playing the Oklahoma City Thunder in your building. Biggest night in years for the Lakers. LeBron is going to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most points scored. And you take an L in front of everybody? An L? Man, that was terrible. That was a bad.
One of the worst teams in the league.
You got to win this for LeBron. If you think any of them, you got your other best player sitting on the bench by itself. Swerp, the whole team Swerp. Congratulations, by the way, King James, on getting that scoring record, scoring title. But the Lakers, my Swerp of the Week.
But okay, they the Swerp of the Week. How come he ain't Swerp of the Week? Ain't he got a part of that win?
No, 37, 38 points. 38 points.
Why not 45? Why not 46? Do what you got to do to get the victory.
What you expect him to do? He gave you 38. He gave you 38. Come on, rest of everybody, jump in there and help.
I know, because once he break the record, we clapping our hands. This team ball now. We got to get this win.
You got to get this dub, right? You got to get this dub.
Yeah, they ain't got to get the win on our floor.
He scored 38, so he's absolved of any of it all.
Hey, if LeBron give you 38, you got to win that game. He did what he needed to do. You got to win that game for him.
He been doing what he needs to do all year, and they still catching L's.
But in these circumstances, you get the team got to be like, come on, man, we ain't finna let these cats beat us on this night. This night, we ain't finna let them beat us.
I'm gonna play devil advocate on this one. Shout out to OKC though, because they weren't trying to give him shit. They wasn't trying to let him break that record.
Oh yeah.
And once he broke that record, they put the middle finger up to him and said, we're gonna get this dub on y'all ass.
Yeah.
On y'all home.
Yeah.
So shout out to them, because it could have been a situation where they just lollygagged. He got the W, but he had to work for it. He had to work for that 38. And they came with 3 points short of get tying the game, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to them boys. The boy had to work for it. That's why he's the king.
All right, who's up next?
I got one. I read something earlier. Michael Irvin got kicked off for Super Bowl coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Swerp of the week. I don't even know what he did. All I know is they kicked you off the Super Bowl coverage, and you work for ESPN. You swerp.
Old allegation.
What did he do?
I said it's an old allegation from a woman. I'm not say old. It's just it was an allegation, so they doing an investigation on it.
So what I quickly know about that is, and I think it's where Michael Irvin got in trouble. So he had, so a woman is accusing him of doing some misconduct, and it's because he's on camera talking to this woman. But when Michael Irvin was first asked about it, he said he came into the hotel, went straight to his room. And that was, and that's where he kind of got caught up at, because now it shows clearly he spent a minute swerping with a woman. Don't know what was said yet, but it's his word against her word. But the minute you say, I ain't do nothing, I went right to my room, and then you on tape swerping for a minute with a chick, it's all downhill from you for that.
Right.
That's what it was.
But Tony Romo get the slip and say it's 3, and ain't nothing happened to him.
I think he was gonna say Niners, man. That's what I think
he wasn't gonna say no Niners. In other words, don't sound nothing alike. That's why he shortened it up. Because listen, if you're gonna say Niners, just say Niners. Just say Niners.
But the thing is, he didn't lie about it.
Huh?
Yeah.
He didn't lie. You can't lie nowadays. They got too many cameras and phones.
Yeah. He lied about it. He definitely said he went right to his room, and that was the killer. That's the killer. No matter what you said, that's the killer. You said you went straight to your room.
Yeah. My swerve for the week, I'm gonna have to give it to MJ. I would have loved to see him present while LeBron beat the scoring title record. I would have loved to see his present for a guy that has always championed him, always, been able to say, I look up to MJ. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see him just there to support LeBron in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So he's my swerve for the week.
It's not his record. Why would he be there?
Hey, we can't debate swerve. We can't. Don't try to take up for him right now.
No.
I couldn't dispute they swerve for the week. I'm like,
I mean, that's your swerve. You're granted your swerve, but to me, that just don't make sense. It's not his record. On top of the fact, he's an owner. He's the owner of an NBA team. So that really ain't his lane to be out there, center court, clapping and congratulating LeBron.
Yeah.
He could have been.
They don't have no.
He could have been out there. He could have been out there. Kareem was out there. He could have been out there.
It's his record.
Support that man. Support that man.
Shit.
You wake up in the morning, you watch the sports talk show, you know who they're talking about. It's who's the best, LeBron or MJ. Go out there and support that man. That's it. That's all.
All right. Who's up next?
Between you and Ryan.
I'll go Enes Kanter or Enes Freedom, whatever the fuck his name is. So he tweeted, I guess when LeBron broke the record, he tweeted about, because they've had a back and forth for a few years now off that Nike, the shit that went down with China and the NBA. So he's always been taking shots at LeBron, and he went at LeBron, said he got zero morals, zero principles, zero empathy. Like this motherfucker, he a clown. He way off base.
Yeah.
Is this a player or reporter?
He's a former player. I don't think he's on anybody's team right now. But yeah, he's a fucking clown, so he's my Swerp of the week. I mean, you can debate whether LeBron's clutch or whether he can stand up next to Jordan in this category, that category. You can debate all that, but you can't debate the man's morals and his character and any of that. So yeah, he a clown for that.
All right, I'll round it out kind of on the same line as yours. My Swerp of the week is the people online. There's stories about people on Twitter just basically hating on LeBron, saying that the only reason he broke the record is because of all the 3-point shots. How Kareem had to earn his points, being in the paint, dealing with the big man, doing this sky hook, basically banging out in the paint. It was harder for Kareem to make it to this point than it was for LeBron because LeBron has a 3-point shot and a jump shot. So just those people just hating. You'll never see in your lifetime anybody do this. Probably in the next lifetime, you might not even see it get done. So just appreciate greatness when you see it instead of always trying to nitpick.
That's a fact.
All right. You made it. So stick around. We're going to go into our sports podcast next. So we just need a few minutes to kind of get that podcast ready. If you're listening on Apple Music, just basically go down to the next episode and click play. All right, we're going to sign off and get ready to come back live for the sports podcast. All right. Peace out. All right.
Peace.